Welcome to Leadership Legacy Radio, where we inspire you to live your dreams, encourage you to take massive action, and be your authentic and genuine self. We focus on 3 pillars. That's empowering youth, equipping leaders, and enriching marriages so that you can go out and dominate your space.
If you're ready to dominate, you're listening to the right show. This is the Leadership Legacy Radio. Now let's go.
It's your favorite time of day, my favorite time of day. It's time to elevate your business, your leadership, your life. In 10, let's talk about accountability. Listen, over the last probably, let's say, 4 to 5 weeks, I've been posting on a consistent basis every day, just posting content from the book that I'm currently getting ready to publish. And one of the things that I've found is that, like, the information that I'm posting is really helping people. It's really resonating with people. And most importantly, it's helping me understand that this is not needed now more than ever. Like today, for instance, I've had several conversations. I would say no less than 5 conversations today about accountability and how important accountability is in today's age. In today's day and age, right? And so here is what I've found that has really been helpful to me. Accountability isn't about pressure. It's about a partnership. And for me, one of the things that I've realized is that growth is accelerated when, you walk along this journey with somebody, when you are helping somebody carry the weight, right? And so a lot of this is not only powerful and helpful, but it's also it's ingrained in one of the most powerful books that you can ever read in the Bible. And so what I want to share with you is that these are principles that are going to help you in any aspect of your life, and it's really going to be transformative for you and the people that you are called to serve. So understand that accountability is one of those things that is going to be the cornerstone. I recommend that everybody has an accountability partner, somebody that you can talk to, somebody that you can connect with, somebody that can give you the truth and love. Now, for me, for a long time, it had been people outside of my sphere of influence that I looked up to, that I admired, that maybe they were doing something that I wanted to do, and they would show me how to do this based on their actions, based on what they were doing, based on the progress that they were making. But I'll tell you what, one of the most important accountability partners that I ran into was my wife, right? One of the things that she's done is she's been a rock for me, but she's also been a solid sound of advice. And I'll tell you, you want to get somebody that's going to be in your corner, that's going to support you, and it's going to help you accelerate your success as fast as possible, right? And so find somebody that's going to encourage you, but at the same time, keep it real with you. Now, I know there's a lot of people out there, and the coaching industry is really saturated with a lot of people that really, I would say, quote unquote, are sleazebags or scumbags. But you know what? That can't ruin it for you. For you to get to the place that you need to get to, you want to have an accountability partner. The second thing that I want to share with you is choose somebody who wants your growth more than your comfort, right? Somebody that wants to see you reach your highest potential. I've been around a lot of people that they want to be around you because you tell them what they want to hear, not what they need to hear. Get around people that are going to not only challenge you to grow, but they're going to be there when things are hard. They're going to be there when things are easy, and they're going to support you and tell you how you need to get better, what you need to get better. Sometimes this can come from somebody that's a few steps ahead of you. Sometimes this can come from somebody that is nowhere near the path that you're on. They've just done certain things in their life that have brought you guys into the same sphere of influence, right? So look for a partner that will ask you the hard questions, an accountability partner that will ask you the hard questions, and they will celebrate your wins with you. Listen, one of the things that I really enjoyed, that I really had a good time doing when I was in the service, was celebrating the wins of others. Listen, I was your biggest cheerleader if you were winning, because I wanted to see people win. Oftentimes I didn't get that myself, but that's okay, because you know what? Not everybody's for you, and that's cool. But I will tell you, get around people that are going to celebrate your wins, that are going to be there when you struggle, because they want to support you. They want to help you. not for anything else, not for anything that you can do for them, not for anything that you can provide for them, not for anything else, but just because you want to see them win and they want to see you win. That is true friendship. That is true partnership. That is true accountability. You know, sometimes you need to get around people that aren't really invested in your success, but they choose to be there because they want to see you win. They're like, either way, I know that I'm going to give you advice because I want to see you be successful, but it's not because of what you can do for me, right? And then the other thing that I wanted to share with you guys today is about consistency, right? Consistency is going to beat intensity 10 times out of 10. When you are consistent, you show up, you develop a rhythm, you get consistent, and you're going to develop rhythms and patterns that other people won't, right? When you try to do something really intense for a short period of time, you're not going to get great results, right? Now, listen, and people may say, well, there's things that disprove that, right? So let's say circuit training, right? Or HIIT training. Even HIIT training can't help you if you're inconsistent. If you do HIIT training once a month, you're not going to have the same results as if I do weight resistance training, if I do cardio training every day of the week. If I show up consistently and do the work and outperform the people around me because they are going intense one day a week or one day a month, I promise you I'm going to get greater results than everybody around me that is showing up and giving crazy intensity, but it's only every once in a while, right? So your consistency is going to be the thing that's going to get you through. Momentum grows through honest, ongoing connection, like you constantly being connected to the purpose, connected to the fire, connected to where you're going. Man, like I said, I've talked to 5 people today, and it was so interesting because every single one of them, you know what they needed? They needed an accountability partner. Every single person that I connected with today, they needed somebody that's going to speak to them in truth. They're going to speak to them in love and tell them, like, listen, hey, here is where you're not showing up. Here's where you are showing up. You got to get better. Get after it. Hey, I'll talk to you in a few days to see how it's going, right? Get back to me once you've, accomplished the thing that you desire to accomplish through the means that you need to do it by applying consistent pressure to accomplish the goals that you want to accomplish. Listen, one conversation can reset everything for you. I remember for me, I was in a little bit of a difficult situation, and one of my mentors reached out to me, and we were talking about what it's going to take for me to get to the next level. And I had shared with him what I was doing, and he was like, that's great, but you need somebody to hold you accountable when you don't show up. And what he was saying is that it's good when you feel like it, right? Like, there are days that you get up and you feel like working out, and then there's days that you get up and you don't feel like it. He was saying you need somebody to give it to you real on the days that you don't feel like it, on the days that you're struggling because of what has happened and how you feel. Maybe your body hurts, maybe your muscles hurt, maybe you got a little bit of lactic acid built up. Whatever that is, you still have to get after it and get back in the ring and go conquer that mountain. Go conquer that goal. The only way that you do that is by being consistent. So the truth is that when truth builds real momentum, right? Like, truth and love builds real momentum. So if somebody speaks to you and they tell you something and it hurts, but it's the truth, it does something in you. It stirs you up. It gets you fired up, and it gets you moving in the right direction. Listen, you may not like it, and when I share it with you, it's not because I don't care about you. I'm sharing it because I do care about you, because I want to see you be successful. I want to see you win. And the only time that that's done is when I speak to you in truth. So accountability isn't harsh. On the contrary, it's honest. It's real. It helps you get down to the bare bones, on the bare minimum of what you really need to do to be successful. Listen, if entrepreneurship was easy, everybody could do it and everybody would have success. And I will tell you, it's simple. I heard this message last night. It's simple, but it's not easy. And what I will challenge you to do is find somebody that's going to help you Get rid of some of these roadblocks. Get rid of some of these like challenges that you're facing, because when you commit to growth, you're going to get outside of your comfort zone. There's this image that I love to share, right? In the middle, it shows your comfort zone. And then it shows all of these amazing things that happen outside of that. That is going to be your sweet spot. Excuse me. The more you find yourself outside of your comfort zone, you're going to find your sweet spot where you can develop yourself. You can grow. You can mature. You can become better. And listen, my biggest opportunity to grow came just on the other side of me being comfortable. It was when I chose to show up in a way that hadn't shown up before. I wanted to be a better leader, and you know what I got on the other end of that? I became a better father. I became a better husband. I became a better coworker. I became a better leader, well, eventually, because that's what I was trying to do. But I ultimately showed up in the best way that I know how, and that was serving people at the highest level by, one, sharing the connection with them and being accountable, right? Showing them what it took to be successful from my perspective and what it would take from them. Listen, success leaves clues, but it also brings people along the path that's gonna help you. I'll share this last story with you. Most people believe that success is gonna be easy. It's gonna be this one thing. You know what success looks like? You're going to be somewhere stuck, and God is going to send somebody along the path to help you. And you're going to say, no, I got it. I'm good. And that person is going to leave. And then you're going to be in the same spot, and you're going to be struggling for a while. And then God is going to send somebody else. And you're like, man, listen, I got it. Like, I'm waiting for this thing to happen. And the thing that you were waiting for, you just brushed off 2 times in a row. Sometimes what you need is right in front of you, and you're looking for something else. You're looking for some magical pill. It ain't a magical pill, man. Somebody's in front of you, ready to serve you, ready to help you to get to that next level. The choice is yours. I choose to be the best version of myself, and I ask you to choose wisely. Go out and dominate your space.